You can. Okay. Alright. Lumabas na ba? Kita ko na sa ano eh.
Sa inyo pong ano no, Facebook page.
Tsaka sa page.
Sa page.
Pag if you go to the Academy PH na page, it should be there.
Hindi pa po available. Pa-check natin sa iba. Kita ba? Hindi kita.
Check na natin. Let me see if ano. Here it again. Ito lumabas ano. Happening. Hello, good evening. We're just having a little bit of a technical problem. So the stream is going to my personal page.
Oh yeah, you're live already. Oh, yung ano po, click nyo nga po yung parang naka-private siya. Kasi nakalock yung logo. Dapat worldwide yung parang globe yung logo. Dun sa malapit sa name nyo.
Saan yan?
Diyan po sa post yung naka-live. So parang
Okay.
naka-private siya yung privacy niya.
Sa Facebook?
Ayan po, yung nakalagay 8 minutes, di ba? Sa taas po kayo ng konti.
This
So yung
one.
pangalan niyo po, yan. Only me po kayo.
Okay.
Yan. That's why I don't see it.
Kaya pala. Okay.
There we go. Yan. I can see it na po. We should be good.
Right. Buti na lang. Technical din yung ating kausap. Is it showing na sa ano? Dun sa,
There we
ayan,
go. Yes
okay.
po. Yan.
Thank
I can
you.
see it na
Very
po.
good.
We're live.
Is it showing na sa ano? All right,
Yes
finally.
po.
Okay,
Nagpi-feedback
finally.
po ata.
Yeah, I turned it off para hindi na makita. All right, so I think we're on. Thank you very much for your technical assistance. I know you're technical support guys. So good evening again, everyone. Thank you for joining us in tonight's podcast. Welcome to the Business Trailblazer podcast. Again, this is being organized by the Academy for Creating Enterprise Philippines, and I am Philip Tan, the area director for the Academy in the Philippines. And our mission here is to inspire and ignite to action our aspiring entrepreneurs and to teach business principles that really work on the ground. You know? So we regularly are doing these interviews with a variety of entrepreneurs. Iba-iba yung kausap natin, mga maliit, malaki, na mga negosyante. So we can learn paano nila ina-apply yung mga business principles sa negosyo nila, kung anong natutuhan nila, paano sa practical na pamamaraan, ano? Paano i-navigate yung world of business, paano sagupain yung iba-ibang challenges para ma-take advantage yung opportunities na available sa kanila. So tonight we're excited kasi we'll be interviewing a very young entrepreneur, no? Was really immersed himself and expanded rapidly the past 3 years, no? From one food cart to 18 ba? Tama ba yung naalala ko? 18 carts.
Yes po.
So Cyron is the proud owner of Walk to Box, no? We will ask him later to talk more about Walk to Box and how it started. So Cyron, isa pang interesting na pag-uusapan natin kasi Cyron was in a busy professional and family man, no, when he started. So he's been in the BPO sector since 2017, where he learned and gained a lot of experience in management and administrative work, which I think has been very useful sa expansion niya. No? Kaya nakatulong din para ma-organize niya yung business niya ng mabuti. So interesting din yung mission ni Cyron because he served in mission overseas, no, sa Kumasi, Ghana. Okay, so I think a lot of Filipinos are beginning to also, medyo dumadami yung mga Filipino na nagsaserve doon, ano? So we're glad to know that. So Cyron has an associate degree in IT. He earned from Laguna State Polytechnic University. He also earned a certificate on web page digital multimedia and informational resources design from BYU Pathway. Ang haba ng pangalan ng certificate na yun, ah. So he is now the father of 1-year-old Ayam, 1 year and 6-month-old Ayam, and husband to Sister Moren. No? So, and I know Moren has been very instrumental din dun sa iyong expansion ng iyong business. No? So Brother Sotalvo is currently serving in the Bishopric of Nagcarlan Ward, San Pablo, Philippine State. So, and we're also proud to say na he is the winner of the 2024 Academy Award Expanding Entrepreneur category. And back to back, no? Dinala pa niya ang kanyang swerte sa sa Singapore, no, and he won the 2024 BYU Management Society Business Competition Small Business category. So Cyron, so ayun, so why don't you give us a little bit of background more, siguro a little bit more about yourself and the story, Walk to Box, no? Ano ba yung Walk to Box?
Sige po. Thank you. Hi, Academy, and hi, Sir Philip Tan. I'm very happy to be here and share my experiences. Yeah, I'm Siren Sotalbo po. I'm from Rizal, Laguna, and part of Nagcarlan Ward, San Pablo, Philippine State. And when I was young, when I was in youth, lagi kong naririnig yung mga church ko about ACE and starting and growing my business. So I had it instilled in my mind na maganda siguro talagang mag-business. Okay. But I didn't have much resources that time. Um, but I know I want to uh, have a business. And then pandemic came, and doon I believe yung pagiging entrepreneur sometimes it requires that you have some sort of foundation talaga. Especially when you have responsibility. What I mean is you before you can actually be an entrepreneur, nagkaroon ako ng foundation. For me, that was employment. So I have my employment, which was paying good salary for me and my family, enough for me to be responsible enough and provide for my family. So for sure, maraming nakikinig sa atin. They might be wondering, paano ba talaga mag-start ng business? That's just one way. Others can actually start even though they're not employed. If they can start with a little money, pwede po. All right. Pero nung kami, so we were married April 8, 2022, nung wife ko. Siyempre, na-spend din namin yung money namin for the wedding. And then, pero meron din mga nag-give ng, may tinira kami, siyempre. Some sort of saving. And doon na kami nakaisip na since, wala pa naman kaming anak, sabi ko, it's better that we do it now. We do the work now para later on, we can have the slow life na tinatawag. So, yun yung dream talaga namin ng asawa ko. We have a slow life. Kumbaga, we don't have to run and mag-raise ng funds, ng savings, and all that. So, kumbaga, we do the hard work now. So, yun, I always ask her every day, kung ano kayong business natin? Saan natin to gagamitin? Yung pera na likom namin from the wedding and then yung savings pa namin. Kasi tuloy-tuloy naman yung employment ko. So, I know I will have enough uh, each day, each month for our family. So, I know we can invest. Kasi pandemic, we learned that whatever you're earning, you can actually lose it. So you have to have multiple income. Ganon din halos yung naging mindset namin, no? That time. So that was the environment. That was yung reason why we actually decided to go for a business. And so, syempre, wala akong background talaga sa business. My family doesn't have a business. Konti yung mga pinsan ko, konti lang din may business. Um, Asawa ko rin, more mga tao sa kanila. She's from Ifugao. Most of them are professionals talaga. So hindi rin na ano sa business. So nag-turn ako sa family ko. Sinali ko sila sa collaboration like what can we actually come up with as a business. And that time it was pares yung trending. Pero hindi pwede kasing pag may nagtitinda na gagayahin mo lang kasi you can create a brand kasi nga hindi na ikaw nauna. And talagang marami nang nag-exist na magagaling at masasarap. So we have to come up with our own. And mahilig kami sa fried rice. Yung may natirang ulam, tas kanin, halo-halo. So we decided to go for fried rice. And yung naging differentiator niya is who would cook it in front of the customer. Kasi yun yung ano ko eh. Yun yung nung dinidiscuss ko siya with my sibling, yun yung older brother ko. Siya yung naging partner ko po sa business. So isa pa yun sa mga lesson. If you're going to start a business and meron kang mga skills na wala, you tap someone to help you out. Kasi hindi mo naman talaga kaya. It will most likely fail kung wala kang experience. Ganyan yung ginawa ko. So I tap my brother who's been working in the food industry. And siya, yun, nabuo namin. And sabi ko nga, yung pinaka ano ko sa food, kailangan fresh siya, serve, mainit. Kasi I don't enjoy it. Even pag kumakain ako sa labas, kapag malamig na yung sinerve sa akin, I will eat it pero most likely hindi ko siya mauubos. So, I know a lot of people do want that kind of food. So, yun yung mga consideration din when we built yung idea ng Walk to Box. Tapos sabi namin, saan tayo magtitinda? Then we came up with food cart. So, kaya nga nung mga pares, food cart. Sabi, kaya rin natin yan, food cart, pero hindi tayo pares, will be fried rice. Eh, tamang-tama, yung father ko naman po is a tricycle. Nagbibuild siya ng tricycle. Welder siya. So, easy peasy. Tay, gawa mo ako ng pwede bang di mo na kita bayaran ng labor? Yung materyales mo na yung gagawin natin para medyo malesen yung puhunan natin. And doon nabuo yung Walk the Box. And sabi ko, if I start a business, kailangan may brand na agad para may pangalan na agad na tatatak. Hindi yung basta lang ako magtatayo dyan. Fried rice yung tinda ko. Bili kayong fried rice. Kailangan may pangalan, kailangan may menu, kailangan maganda yung presentation. So, ganun yung, so, it was planned very well, I would say. But it wasn't like an expert, plan, but it was planned with consideration, with principles na kailangan ding i-obey para maging successful. So, then nag-start August 8, the lucky number 8, infinity, pinili namin. So,
May
ayun,
pagkapusoy pala yan, ha?
may pusoy pa yun, Brother Philip. So, yun, then nag-start yung Walk to Box, August 8, 8/8, 2022. And,
Normally, pag sinabi ng August, parang dry season yan, di ba? Sinasabi ng
yes,
iba.
sabi ko nga, wow, August pa tayo nag-start, siya, yun yung pinaka dead na month mostly sa
Oo.
mga entrepreneur kasi
So,
they
hindi ka
spend money
naniwala
from,
doon.
hindi, kasi kailangan nang simulan. Sayang yung tayo nakakapagbenta. So, kasi yung June, mostly people, they spend money sa school, di ba? Sa tuition ng mga anak nila. So, yung August is parang yun nga talaga yung pinakamahina. Pero social media became a powerful tool. And again, the people around us. It wasn't us actually that uploaded the content about Walk to Box. It was just a small time blogger na nag-start pa lang siya.
Naging organic,
And
ha?
She did very well sa pag-cover, pag-provide ng feedback, ng
May
review.
lifetime free, ano na yung vlogger na yun.
Oo, hanggang ngayon, it's still earning for sure, earning views. Kasi nung 1 week siya na ma-upload, it was like 1 million views.
Wow,
And
1
then
billion.
in a month, it was like 3 million. So now
Wow.
it's around 4 million. Nire-upload nyo pa sa Reels, which is getting a lot more views,
Uh,
11 million views. So that's when we became popular here. Kasi nga, food cart siya. Sabi, punta kayo dito, punta kayo dito. We
mm,
tried to actually go para naman makilala nila yung Walk to Box. So,
mm.
ganun yung pinaka-start mo ng Walk to Box.
Wow, grabe, no? So that was a great start para sa'yo. So that happened like you started in August,
Planning
June pa
was
lang ngayon.
April to June.
So
Tapos
April
August
to
na open
June.
namin.
Okay. Tapos yung vlogger na yon, kailan siya nangyari? Yung million views na.
Vlogger is like, kasi nag-open kami, hindi dito kung saan ako nakatira.
Mm,
So, nag-open kami dun sa place ng brother ko, kung saan nag-stay yung asawa niya.
mm,
So, hindi kami kilala doon. Whenever we
mm,
share our post, ang mga nakakita, yung mga taga rito sa amin. So, 1 week after na mag-open, magtinda doon, pumunta kami dito kasi yung mga tao talaga nagde-demand sila that they try it. Doon na din pumunta yung vlogger. So, almost a week after, a week or two after, I think, if not mistaken,
mm,
nag-upload ng video yung vlogger.
mm. So curious ako doon sa ano kasi yung dynamic na nag-start ka, di ba? You keep on parang ano parang very eager ka na to get started in business, no? Nung bago pa lang kayo nag-asawa ni sister. So, and ang maganda naman kasi parang align kayong dalawa doon, no? Parang siya din, she wants to get into business. Although, sabi mo, background niya, employment, di ba?
Yeah,
Uh,
but she is in financial course, auditing, accountancy. So,
mm,
alam niya yung principle na when you spend money, it should be spent somewhere na pwedeng mag-produce pa ng money.
mm,
Yun yung principle na dala niya sa akin. Yun yung na-take ko din from her. Ako naman, business, yung alam ko, na yun yung principle na meron ako. Kasi nga sa church, you have to start and grow a business. That way you can, be on your own and be self-reliant. So,
mm.
kinumbine ko yung dalawang principle na yun. Kumbaga secular and then yung natunan ko sa church. Tapos yun, dun yung naging ano namin, dynamic namin yung mag-asawa. Why we both agree to go for a business.
Okay. So buti hindi naging ano yan. Parang masyado ka naman nagmamadali. Nakaasawa lang natin eh. Honeymoon period pa ito. Nai-stress na ako sa'yo. Buti hindi naging ganon.
Well, may konting ganun, alam mo naman. Kasi kaya nga, medyo nagtanong na rin ako sa family ko kasi nahirapan din siya mag-come up din talaga sa business. Marami naging consideration kami on what to actually do. Merong importing, selling, ano pa ba, t-shirt printing,
Okay.
halos marami. You just really have to
So,
brainstorm po. And kapag nag-brainstorm ka and you get the right people to be involved, maganda yung nagiging result po.
so pinag-usapan niyo rin ba kung ano, like how much money are we willing to expose? Kasi pinaghirapan natin to, nag-save tayo, di ba? So, and sa business, di naman sigurado. So, we can actually lose all this money, yung pati yung gifts na binigay sa atin. So, did you create a rule para sa sarili niya nung how much money we're going to expose?
Yes po, so we had that saving and lagi nga kino-consider na I have to stay sa business. I
Mm.
mean sa employment. I have to stay sa
Mm.
employment. So, yun yung naging ano namin, agreement na
Mm.
I would be employed while doing the
Okay.
business. Kaya nga kailangan ko ng partner. Yan yung brother ko.
Mm.
Tapos when it comes naman dun sa savings, since nga may employment ako, sure yung magiging income ko doon. Yung sa business naman, it's actually a gamble. Kasi nga when you invest something, um, kailangan alam mo na hindi na siya babalik. Pwedeng hindi siya bumalik. I mean, ah pwedeng hindi siya bumalik. Ganun yung kasi nag-invest na rin kami beforehand. Kaya medyo medyo may konting ano na exposure nung pandemic, like yung mga crypto investment, stocks investment, yan, yun yung pinagka ano ng miss ko sa stocks. Tapos
Mm.
nag-crypto kami, tapos nag-ukay-ukay din ako. Yun yung kanan na akong business actually. Pero ano lang siya, parang trip-trip na business. Trip lang nga yung tawag namin eh. Thrift. As in ukay. Trip lang. Tapos nagbebenta kami live selling sa Facebook kasi yun yung uso talaga ng pandemic. So, I learned na talagang when you invest, ano na talaga siya. You don't know if it's gonna return. So, we both agree. And almost, konti lang talaga yung tinira namin for ourselves. Savings. Pero kasi nga, ganun talaga pag mag-invest ka.
So, ano, kayo ni sister talagang very transparent kayo sa ano sa financials niyo bale, no? Ito, pag nag-decide kayo
Yes po.
tungkol sa papasukin nating negosyo, dapat dalawa kayo magde-decide.
Yes
Parang
po.
ganun na nangyari.
Always, I make sure na laging may yes from her. Considering na, syempre, mag-asawa po kami. Ayun nga, maganda yung naging setup. We save whatever we earn from the business. Ganun naman yung nangyari. Kasi nga, we use our savings. So, we save everything. I think, for 6 months, hindi ko talaga ginastos yung savings until we reinvested some stock to open another
Um,
branch. Ganun yung naging setup talaga. Kasi nga, I had the foundation na maganda, yung employment ko.
mm. So at least yung operating income sa bahay, yung household expenses doon na galing, tas yung savings yun na magpo-fund ng business. No? So,
Yes.
okay, so time management. So how are you managing that, no? Siguro before that, no? Anong natutuhan kasi sabi mo nga wala kang experience sa negosyo, di ba? Tapos employee ka, employee din si sister, and then you got into business. Were there some things that surprised you or things that you realized na kailangan kong baguhin ito kasi ano pala, no? I have the wrong mindset as an employee getting into business. So may mga napansin ka ba sa sarili mo na that you learned as you got into business?
Um, Ayun nga, marami talaga akong natutunan sa pagbi-business. Isa nga doon yung i-balance ko yung time ko. Siyempre, naging demanding siya the way it grew. Um, and na-pregnant din yung asawa ko after a few
Uh,
months. Um, so I had to make sure, yun nga yung naging resource ko talaga yung brother ko. I was able to rely on him as a partner. So, yun yung magiging consideration sa mga manood natin. If you think you really can't be working on the business, you might need someone talaga. All right. But it's also a good setup na ikaw lang if you can. So
mm,
sa akin, I can't. So yun po yung ano. And natunan ko rin na kailangan alam mo talaga yung takbo ng business. What's coming in and what's coming out. So yung record keeping, isa sa mga tinuturo sa ACE. So
So sige,
kailangan alam
pwede
mo
mo
yun.
bang bigyan kami ng konting sekreto mo? Kasi problema yan na marami nagsisimula yung record keeping, pag-control ng financials. So ano
Isa sa
bang sekreto mo?
isa sa lagi kong tinuturo sa mga members, sa mga ka-chapter ko is let's take advantage ng technology. Record keeping can be hard talaga, especially if it's done manual talaga and on paper. So kami nag-use talaga kami ng free na POS. That way, alam namin yung nabebenta namin, what type of item is selling more, ano yung mahina na item, and when kailan kami nakakabenta ng malakas, kailan yung mahina, tapos yung expenses recorded din. So gumamit kami ng mga nag-download lang kami sa cellphone namin ng POS. So that helped in knowing how much we're selling, how much we're earning. And then ibabangga namin yun sa expenses namin.
So,
And communication won't be a problem now kasi nga ang daming communication platform. So kami ng kuya ko, magkalayo kami. Ano ko, Laguna siya Batangas. Pero ano lang, magkadikit din. Malinaw yung communication kasi daily we can actually communicate. Yung pa yung isang lesson, communication. In everything that we do, meron dapat clear na communication po.
So ano mga tools like POS, may ano ka ba? In-endorse ka ba na freeware na nakita mo na that works? What works for you? Yung
Marami
pwede.
actually, marami actually, pero yung nagamit ko is Peddler.
Mhm.
They are free talaga. Though hindi siya ganun ka ano ba,
Robust?
ka robust.
No.
Sakto lang siya. Enough for a small business. Meron ding Utak. They have a paid ano. Hindi po to paid advertisement, just so you have an idea.
May utak Filipino
Utak,
siya na
you
ano
have
eh.
like a
Pinday
thousand or
siya na
1.5 a month,
uh,
and it will be robust. You can actually see every hour kung ano yung mas mabenta. Mas clear yung mas maraming mga reports na available. And then if ayaw mo naman ng ganun, Excel, I think required na dapat sa business owner marunong mag-Excel man lang.
Excel or
No,
Google
kasi
Sheet.
plus minus Google Sheet. Kasi it's just really easy. You enter something and it's calculated. Medyo nababawasan yung strain sa utak natin kapag
Uh,
talagang minamanual mo lahat ng bagay. So yun yung iniwasan ko, yung mag-manual pa ako ng mga bagay-bagay kasi it creates stress. And
so,
nai-stress din yung asawa ko pag stress ako.
so paano nakatulong yan na may record ka, may data ka? How did that help you with your growth sa box to box?
Siyempre, yung business decisions will be based dun sa numbers natin.
Mhm.
Sabi nga ng leaders natin sa church, when performance is measured, the rate of improvement becomes faster and better. Not the exact quote, but something like that po yun. So yun, sabi ko, oh, okay, during these days talaga, malakas, Friday, Saturday, then we have to make sure na we sell on those days. Oh, on this location pala, mas better yung kita natin compare kung nandito tayo sa barangay lang. So doon na tayo. So
Mhm.
ganun kami. And even though it's far kasi nga from ilang ba siguro 1 hour drive yung cart bago makarating dito sa Sampaloc Lake sa San Pablo. We did it because we will earn more. And agree naman din yung mga employee namin. By the way, nung start, halos wala kaming in-employ na employee. Yung kuya ko talaga yung naging cook.
Wow, talaga?
Tas ako, may extra ako kapag Sabado. May extra talaga ako mag-cashier para makita ko rin. So, kailangan talaga that you actually experience kasi
Ay, magandang ano
HR,
yan Magandang insight yan siguro. I just wanted to stop you para medyo ma-frame natin yon.
sige po.
Why food cart yan di ba? Parang ikaw naman, you had a career in an air-conditioned office, di ba? You established a career in the industry. Bakit tingin mo beneficial na nandun ka, pupunta ka, mag-duty ka, magbebenta ka din? No? So why is that beneficial?
You will have a feel of how actually your employees are gonna feel.
Mm-hmm.
And doon mo makikita talaga yung problema na nag-exist. Na pumipila yung mga tao, naghihintay, may mga magka-cancel kasi they have to wait. Tagal mo maglista, tagal mo magsukli, or masyadong matagal um, yung pagluluto. Doon makikita yung actual problems na related talaga dun sa customers. Kasi yung customers talaga yung isa sa pinaka-importante, yung bibili sa'yo. Kasi pag wala sila, medyo mahirap mag-stand yung business mo. So yun, you get a feel of what actually is happening sa business instead of just yun yung katumbas ng numbers. Yes, you have the numbers, pero ano ba yung talaga yung nangyayari dyan sa mga numbers na
Mm-hmm.
yan? Hindi pwede kasing numbers lang. Parang sa church lang, when we talk about yung mga, parang pag missionary, when you talk about yung reports mo, how many people you're teaching, hindi pwedeng you just talk about the numbers. You actually talk about the people that are in there. So, same principle. And, kaya ako ginawa yun, isang principle na natutunan ko rin kay Elder Holland in a YSA broadcast. Sabi niya, anything that's actually hard, you have to work at it. So, kahit hindi wala akong tulog nun kasi night po ako nagwo-work. I'm a customer success specialist sa BPO company. Hybrid setup. So that time, work from home ako. Hindi available yung cashier na pina-part-time namin. Ako yung nag-cashier. So kahit wala akong tulog, I know na magiging worthwhile yung experience din kasi it's my business.
Mm-hmm.
And I
So,
have
ano
to work
yun?
at it.
Isa pa lang yung store nun. Isa pa lang yung cart nun.
Isa pa lang yun, ano lang yun, few weeks, ano. Pero eventually, the good thing, naging successful yung business, yung brother ko, nakapag-hire na kami ng employee. So, laging ganun, don't be afraid to, actually, mga Pilipino minsan nahihiya pag sila yung magtitinda, di ba? No. Be proud of what you have accomplished, what you have built. So, yung
Yeah.
kuya ko that time, sabi ko, baka hindi pumayag yung kuya ko magtinda. Or baka yung tao matawa sa amin pag nagtinda kami, no? Pero
At saka yung
hindi.
kuya mo, di ba? We didn't talk about the background of your brother. Cook siya, di ba? Parang, ano,
Apo, supervisor somewhere, na ganun, or manager sa Buffalo Wings and Things.
tignan mo yun. Tapos ngayon, nandun
So,
ka sa tabing kalye, nasa food cart ka.
di ba? So, oo. And ako, yun nga, known professional, tapos biglang magtitinda ka, di ba? Pero, you have to at least experience that.
Oo. Lalo na sa onset, ano? So, isa yan sa gusto nating ituro. Kasi, uh, it's a combination of things that we learned, no? Yung mga sinabi mo sa atin. Yung first-hand experience ng owner, tapos nakikita mo kung ano yung struggle ng customers mo, no? If we really value customers, which is one of the rule of thumb that we teach sa academy, when you value your customer, you try to see things from their perspective, no? You try to understand yung experience nila as they are taking part of your product or service, no? And nakita mo yan. Nakita mo na ang tagal pala maghintay, no? Hindi pwede to. Ang daming pila, no? So, sa tingin mo, sa first cart mo, sa first cart ninyo, ilang percent nung siguro mga problema na pwede mangyari yung na-anticipate nyo because of your experiences dun sa first food cart mo?
Mga problema po na,
O kasi may iba, nag-expand na sila, naging dalawa, naging tatlo, hindi pa nila na-solve yung ibang problema pero
okay.
lumalaki lang, pinabayaan lang hanggang naging tatlo, naging apat, nagki-carry over yung problema. No? So, doon ba sa first experience sa food cart ninyo, were you able to already solve, what X% of your challenges? Kaya naging smooth sailing, medyo naging smooth sailing yung, I know hindi naman din smooth sailing, iba rin yung problema pag dumami na yung cart mo, di ba? So, pero what would you say about the level of challenges na resolve ninyo as a result of your experience sa first food cart mo?
So, yun nga, if you go back to the story, nag-trend siya, million views. Every day, marami nag-chat sa amin. Nag-offer ba kayo ng franchise? Kasi they really love yung business idea, cooking fried rice in front of the customers. Parang premium experience, pero on the street. Um, Hindi kami ready talaga that time. Sabi, wala po kaming franchise pa. We will think about it and we will maybe reach out to you kapag available na yung franchise. So, syempre, maraming bagay na kailangan consider. Yun nga yung record is one. Kasi most of them will ask yung record talaga. Kapag nag-expand ka, yun yung titingnan mo talaga kung possible talaga mag-expand ka. Ano pa ba yung mga supplies mo? Um, Yun yung isa rin na parang naging challenge. How are we going to supply yung mga items sa mga different branches? Um, Sorry, clear ba ako? Ayan, Brother Philip, welcome back.
Sorry, nawala.
Yo, okay,
Kasi,
okay,
kasi,
nawala nga tayo.
kasi kami, nasa hotel ako, so baka hindi stable yung connection. So anyway, so yun. No? So,
So,
you didn't, maganda rin yung sinasabi mo kasi maganda yung business, may nag-offer ng franchise, okay, parang sexy yun, no? Magpa-franchise na, some people jump into it, no? Pero hindi mo kagad green up, no? Tama ba?
hindi agad. Kinonsider, technically hindi agad kasi in a month, meron na talaga. 100, 200 people actually asking. Sa umaga yung kuya ko yung sumasagot. Sa gabi ako kasi I work at night. Yung Facebook page namin talaga, dire-diretso lang yung mga question. Nagka-franchise ba kayo? Sabi ko, wala po kaming franchise. Kaka-start lang namin. So, yun yung nag-ano sa amin, nag-set sa amin na may potential talaga yung business. So we have to make sure nga yung tama po, yung mga problema na mag-a-arise. Yung sinabi ko na nga, record keeping, supplies, employees, how are we gonna produce yung mga food cart, how are we gonna train. So nakatulong eventually, though nag-start kami, hindi pa naturo to. Shout out kay Sister Rachel, tinuro niya yung traction, di ba? Na there should be a system into everything. Everything should be, may proper way that you do it, the way you establish it bilang isang company or bilang isang business. So, sa mga nanonood natin dyan, if you can read traction, very helpful para maging maayos yung sistema ng business. And kapag nagawa mo yung sistema na yon, i-multiply mo lang siya. It's a lot easier. Yung expansion namin, it wasn't very easy rin. It wasn't perfect din. I
Mm-mm.
did learn a lot talaga sa sa franchising journey namin.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah. And marami pa kaming dapat i-correct. Marami pa kaming inaaral.
So medyo mabilis din, ano? So yun, at least hindi ka naman talaga tumalon doon sa ano agad doon sa franchising, no? Medyo nagbunus dili ka kumbaga.
Opo.
So,
Opo.
but still, no? So nung nag-start ka na mag-franchise, ang pang ilang store na ba yung nagsimula ka mag-entertain ng franchising?
Siguro pangatlo. May
Yung third.
second lang kami, tapos pangatlo siya.
Okay.
Ang ang ano nun is hindi talaga kami nag-offer. Ang problema, nagrenta na daw siya. Nag-down payment na daw siya.
No hostage.
Sabi, so I was like, ha? Hindi naman kami nag-offer ng franchise. Pero considering yung trust na na-feel namin that time,
Okay.
na okay, you really want to replicate tong business namin. Sabi ko, wait lang, prepare lang namin yung bagay-bagay. And yun, doon na buo yung yung franchise offer namin.
Okay. So anong experience mo, no? First franchise mo, what did you learn?
Same thing I learned muna, hindi ko kaya ng ako lang.
Mm-hmm.
In my situation po yun, ha. It could be different sa mga nakikinig sa atin. In my situation, I can't actually handle it. So talagang yung kuya ko, tapos yung tatay ko, sinama ko na sa team ko. Tatay, ikaw yung maglo-logistic ka. Ikaw yung sasama pag, kasi gahakot tayo ng gamit. Um, ano ba?
Anong
Parang,
naging impact sa ano sa financials mo? Sa syempre iba yung takbo ng cash ng financial uh, siguro ng costing mo nung ikaw lang, no? Sarili mong negosyo 'yan eh. Tapos nung nagkaroon ng franchise, medyo nagbago ba yung price, nagbago ba yung operating expenses mo? So how did
yes,
that look for you?
nagkaroon kami ng parang separate account, no? Una, yung tumatakbo na business namin, that's where we get our salary, kumbaga, aming magkapatid, no? Then, meron ng franchise fee. So, doon naman yung mga kakailangan namin to run yung franchise. Tapos, meron na rin kaming supply. Yung mga supply, may separate account na siya. Kasi mag-i-invest kami doon. Kasi every time na humingi yung franchise mo, kailangan provide mo siya. So, hindi siya pwede yung pag humingi siya, bibili ka. Kailangan meron ka na somehow stock. So, tatlong account na yan. Tapos yung personal ko pa na income from that. Ah, so maraming financials
Grabe,
talaga na may involved. So,
sakit na sa ulo
yun.
doon.
Yung isa sa mga principles na tinuturo din sa ACE, di ba? Is you separate yung personal sa
Entity.
business. Yung separate entity, you practice it. And even doon, internal sa business. So, merong franchise funds, merong supplies fund, tapos
Mm.
meron pa yung mismong business na pinapatakbo nyo.
Mm.
So,
So pag
naging
sinabi mong
effective yun.
separate accounts, are you looking at separate bank accounts or separate lang sa in terms of accounting sa system ninyo?
Sa amin, newbie talaga, newbie. Hindi rin talaga alam namin paano nag-work yun. Wala akong accounting background eh. Yung asawa ko lang. Um, since may partner ako, kumbaga medyo ano rin siya. Hindi rin siya super, kasi syempre, two parties involved. Um, nangyari nun is yung kunyari, yung brother ko, siya yung umahawak sa money ng supplies. Tapos ako yung umahawak sa franchise.
Mhm.
Tapos yung pinaka-empleyado din na katiwala namin, siya yung umahawak din sa sales. Pero eventually, i-remit niya rin sa brother ko. So, ganun yung naging sistema. Talagang separate kung maaari talaga yung accounting ng bawat. That is what worked for us.
Pero ang bank account niya, isa lang. O parang cash lang, lahat yon cash lang yon. May
Mostly
hawakan
cash
lang yung
talaga
cash.
kami. Ang may bank account lang yung sa franchise kasi syempre pag nag-pay yung mga
Okay.
franchises namin. So, yan yung nangyayari.
Okay. So,
Medyo manual pa rin
oo.
technically pero yung sa sales lang yung naging ano namin technology ano.
Kasi
Kami
puro cash
nag-upgrade.
kayo eh. Yun ang maganda sa business eh.
Oo,
Puro cash yung natanggap. So, yung cash na natanggap, o sige, ayan, pangbilihan ng ng supplies. Ito
apo,
para sa operating expenses, parang ganun. So,
apo.
ganun lang. So, eventually ba nagkaroon ka na ng nagkaroon na kayo ng separate na bank account talaga para kay box to box? So, did you start doing that or hanggang ngayon parang umiikot lang talaga yung cash din?
Hiwalay talaga siya.
Mm.
Yung sa franchise, it stays with the franchise. Yung mga running stores namin, it's separate.
May separate na siya na.
Kasi kapag nag-mix up siya, kunyari kinuha ka ng funds sa franchise, kukunin mo yung sa kabila, mamatay po yung mga business
ah,
na niraran mo. Yun yung pagkakaintindi ko. Same way sa personal, na-experience ko na, hiwalay yung business money tapos yung personal money, hiwalay.
mm,
Okay na okay. Kasi every time nga na, ay, sweldo ako, kukuha lang ako dun sa kinita ko sa business.
mm.
Parang kailangan ko ng extra money or maybe we have to go for excursion of family and I decided to take it from the business income na nakuha ko. Okay na okay talaga kasi it worked. Pero nung na-mix ko siya, ala, ayan na, trouble.
Sakit
Talagang
sa ulo.
mahirap.
Para
Mahirap. Walang ka ng
tapos ang
control.
ibalik. Oo.
So, ganun yung effectiveness niya for us. That's why ganun yung approach po sa financials talaga.
Yan.
Uh,
So, I think one very important lesson that we'd like to emphasize there, kung gusto natin lumaki yung business natin, i-practice talaga yung separation of entity.
yes po.
And even, pag lumalaki yung business, kunyari, you talk about Nestle, they have different product divisions, di ba? May ice cream
Yes.
sila, may ano sila. So, iba-iba talaga yung account ng mga yun. So, you really want to find out if kumikita ba yung iba-ibang anak mo, di ba? Hindi pwedeng sinasubsidize pala ng isang anak mo yung isang produkto or isang business. So in this case, parang naging dalawa na yung business. Iba yung franchising business, iba yung uh, company-owned, kumbaga company-owned na businesses. Okay,
Oo,
so
parang naisip nga namin kung talagang dadami pa yung food cart, though hindi kami nag-proceed dito. Just an idea para makita rin ng mga listeners natin how they can actually expand the business. Since yung tatay ko yung gumagawa ng cart, sabi namin, magano na kaya tayo ng sarili nating talyer where we will make yung mga ano and then we can offer other services. So that's one actually another expansion idea, though we didn't proceed with that. Pero just so other listeners can actually know, okay, so when you actually start a business, you can expand it and have
mm,
other business ideas
uh,
na magiging ano, mabubuhay din.
so maganda yan. Yun lang, syempre, isang tinuturo din natin sa academy, focus, 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 di ba? There comes a
Yes.
time in the business na you can diversify pero it shouldn't be too early or
To
sometimes,
rush,
yan, minsan
consider yung mga
sundutin.
funds.
Yan.
Ganun yun, kaya hindi kami natuloy. Kasi
Oo,
mag-invest kami sa mga gamit. Kasi sa
tama.
ibang talyer kami nagpapagawa eh. Nandun lang yung
Mm.
tatay ko.
So,
So,
totoo yan. So, cash flow is king di ba? Pag
yes.
tumigil yung cash mo, biglang, problema talaga yung business. Hindi pwede tumakbo yung business na hindi ka kaya magpasweldo ng mga tao dahil nakulangan sa cash. So, pero may magandang advantage ng business mo kasi nga, sila, cash flow, cash flow healthy ka dahil everyday cash yung dumadating, di ba?
Opo.
May,
Kasi ano, retail halos siya. Talagang
oo.
benta everyday.
So, may natutuwa ka ba in terms of yung sa dealing with your suppliers? No, anong mga
Suppliers, yes,
so dyan?
definitely. I want people to hear yung experience namin sa supplier. So, suppliers, the thing is they should always be available. And kapag nag-rely ka sa ano ba, department stores, supermarkets, hindi siya reliable. Yun yung natunan namin. Nung una, reliable siya kasi isang store lang naman eh. Pero nung nag-grow na, hindi na talaga reliable. So always along the way talaga, hinahanap namin yung saan siya available always, yung reliable na supply. So how do we do that? Una, so physical stores, yes, we check it. Saan available. Second, online stores. For example, sa Shopee and Lazada, yung mga mismong companies, they do have their Shopee stores na talaga na authorized sellers or kumbaga verified store. Meaning they are actually, kunyari Nestle, they're actually Nestle company who's producing or sending out the packages. Meron lang silang division assigned to it. So isa yon. Pero meron pa rin mas reliable kasi online pa rin yun eh. Nahirap kausap yung online. They will reply when they can reply. So usually ginagawa namin, i-google namin, no? Check namin, okay, Nestle, ito yung address nila. Check natin yung address na yun sa Google. Oh, may physical store sila. Puntahan natin yung physical store nila. Tapos, doon, meron pa palang better deal kasi syempre yung ino-offer nila online, it's their net offer pero
Published.
meron pa silang mas discounted pa for enterprise or businesses. So, that way, yun yung second benefit. So, always available kapag nag-research ka talaga where the supplies are coming from. Second learning doon or second na maganda is yung price talaga. Kasi kailangan talaga we buy
Buy low.
low and we sell high.
Galing.
So, when it comes to the supplies, naranasan ko, Brother Philip, sa packaging, no, isa yan sa malaki talaga naming expenses. Kasi yung packaging namin, hindi kami gumaya kung ano existing packaging. Kung makita mo, rice in a box talaga. Kasi it carries with the brand na meron kami. So, pinanindigan namin kahit technically, kung gagamit kami ng mga cup lang na, ano, mura
Mm.
na talaga siya. Pinanindigan namin. So, we know the solution is to find a supplier that can produce it, that it will be reliable and then cheaper. So, pinuntahan namin sa Manila, sa mismong store. Naranasan ko ako at saka yung asawa ko. Buntis pa ata siya nun. Sige, puntahan natin. Nakakuha namin yung address through the Shopee account nila. Pinuntahan namin, nakausap namin yung katiwala nung mayari. Sige po, pag kumuha po kayo dito, may discount pa po kayo kumpara po dun sa nakikita nyo sa Shopee.
Mm. So very
Eh,
important to really talk to people, di ba? Huwag tayo
yes,
umasa sa
the
online. I
owners
think
of the
mismo.
suppliers.
Mm.
Yung mismong suppliers, yung owner po. Brother Philip, kinary namin yung isang box kasi nga, makakamura tayo dito. Imagine, somewhere Novaliches yun, ha? Uwi ako Laguna. Sabi, sige, try, kuha natin. Sayang eh. Kaya naman natin isakay sa bus yan. Magaan lang naman kasi packaging naman na paper. So,
Wala
at
pang
least
branding yan. Wala pang branding yan.
wala pang branding yan that time. Until now, meron na kami talagang mismong pabrika na. Yung nakukuha na namin ng, ano, yung pabrika na nagpiprint at nagkikreate ng mga ginagamit namin. So, it was
Buy
a
in
journey,
bulk.
another
Diba?
journey na marami kang matutunan.
Oo. So buy in bulk, tinuturo din natin yan doon sa GEM
Yes.
model, di ba? Yung gathering stage mo, you really have to, parang nagre-reverse, ano eh, no?
Nag-
You're going upstream doon sa value chain mo. No?
So, make
Yan.
use of the research na pwede mong
Mm.
gamitin. Wag lang mag-rely sa online stores or Shopee, Lazada. Meron pa silang better offer always. Nag-store na nga kami ngayon, 30,000 boxes. Naranasan namin. Kasi nga, reliable na yung supplier namin. They can deliver it kung ilan yung
Saka yun, pag
sample.
reliable sila, that cuts your, ano din, I think nakakat din yung need mo to store too much, to have too much in stock, no? Kung reliable yung
Apo, kailangan may balance din po doon kasi
mm,
cash flow is king. Kapag yung cash flow mo natulog lahat yung
inventory
pera mo
mo.
natulog lahat sa inventory, medyo risky rin po yun.
Ganda na, ang gandang lesson yan. Nakita niyo pag niisip si Brother Cyron, parang yung risk iniisip niya rin, no? Tapos yun nga, yung risk sa cash flow mo, yung risk na matulog yung inventory mo. Pero at the same time, you're trying to maximize, optimize yung stock din na ano na dapat na meron ka. No? So ilan ang ano ini-stock mo for how many days ba yan na operations yung ini-stock mo na sa mga critical items?
Usually, when it comes sa packaging talaga, usually a month na yung kasi yung tracking, consider mo kasi yung tracking, tsaka yung bulk discount nga. So yun yung kino-consider yung cost po
Mhm.
ng logistic. So kaya mas marami yung in-store namin when it comes to that. Yung isa naman naming supply, ginagamit namin since they deliver door to door and walang delivery fee.
Oo.
So kapag direct supplier na hanap mo, they actually deliver ng walang delivery fee, brothers and sisters. So, yun, hindi namin kailangan mag-store ng sobrang dami. Like, for
Oo.
good for 2, 3 weeks, okay lang. So,
Ayan.
depende po sa cost, sa storage mo rin, syempre, kung may paglalagyan ka ba, and yung demand na meron. So, yung box talagang critical yun sa amin eh. Kapag wala nun, wala, saan nilalagay?
Galing, galing. So kaya yung supply chain is a science by itself, no? It's already a discipline by itself dahil sa mga ganyang issue, no? So
Opo.
kaya kailangan pinag-iisipan mo talaga yan. So
Isa
dami
sa
na.
mga issue talaga sa franchising yun, Brother Philip, di ba?
Mm.
Supply. Pa-franchise ka, tapos eventually wala kang ma-supply. That's a no-no talaga. So,
Oo.
yun yung isa sa pinaka hindi namin talaga ginagawa sa aming mga sa aming mga franchises
Kailangan tingin natin sa franchisee ang natutuhan ko as I listen to excellent franchisors. You really
na
see
wala
your
po kayo.
franchisee as a customer. Customer mo yung franchisee mo. So, yan.
Sige ba, okay
Yan.
na po. Okay
Yan.
na.
Okay.
Um, yes po.
Kailangan kumita sila maayos, di ba?
Yes po. They should see the value ng sa invest nila. And it's being a mentor to them as well. Kasi yung medyo, yung position namin, hindi kami dun sa mga big time franchises. Medyo naging model namin is yung talagang mga gusto rin mag-start lang din ng business. And talagang makikita mo. And mahirap din minsan kasi you have to train them. Yung discipline na meron ka, kailangan meron din sila. So, yun.
Ay, paano mo
Um,
pala kinokontrol yung ano mo? Kasi syempre maraming gusto kung saan-saan na yung food cart na mangyari. How did you control yung ano, yung geographical expansion mo in terms of are you limiting yung geographical expansion mo?
yes.
Mm.
Um, nung nag-start kami, actually, nung nag-trend nga yung walk to box, Cebu, Davao, Iloilo, Nueva Ecija, like, paano natin to gagawin? Paano natin madadala yung walk to box doon? 'Di ba? So, talagang merong limit po. When we started, nag-offer lang muna kami sa Laguna. Ah, kasi always tinatanong ko, kaya ba natin nung sa brother ko, kaya ba nating i-supply, kaya ba nating puntahan sila? Gaano kadalas tayo pupunta sa kanila to check on them? So, yes po, consideration talaga yan. Before we eventually went to Rizal, Cavite,
Mm.
and Manila. Currently, yun lang talaga yung kaya pa namin. Though pag may nag-interested talaga, and we will check muna how it will work out kasi yung cost din will be a strain sa kanila.
Oo,
Kasi
galing.
syempre yung deliveries ng goods. Laging may consideration po talaga, may calculations
So, wag
before
tayo
making.
masyadong excited.
Opo, the thing na natutunan ko rin is pag na-build mo talaga ng maayos yung system, people will be willing to pay para ma-replicate yung system na meron ka. And ikaw lang
Galing.
yon, walang ibang makakaalam nun.
Mm.
It's for you to discover and to fix and to build.
So there's a lot that go into it, a lot of planning, a lot of problem solving, no? Kaya yun yung sikreto ng ano, ng expansion ng franchising. So, ang dami nating napag-usapan, no? Kulang na naman yung oras. Ang oras na yun. Pero I just
Opo.
want to review a lot of the things that we learned from Brother Siron. Una, yung from the very beginning, yung sacrifice. No? So, they saved up on money na they could have decided to spend on a nice living room, nice bed, nice ano, di ba? Pero they
Yes.
decided na hindi, ang
True
direction
yan.
namin,
Very true.
magne-negosyo kami. So, save muna natin ito. Save muna tayo ng save para may pang ano tayo, pang bala tayo dun sa gagawin natin. You're very forward looking, no? Yung future insight nyo and align kayong magandang lesson din to sa ano, strengthening marriage pala.
Opo.
Kasi
On the
align
work
kayo.
now.
So, ayan. So, and then very important yung binanggit ni Brother Siren, look for partners, no? So, napakaganda kung yung you can do that within your family. Of course, hindi palaging ganon. So, si Brother Siren was blessed with good support system sa family. Si sister had a good background sa financials. You had a brother who had a knack for food. Tapos si father mo nasa fabrication. Pero actually, magandang lesson din. Tinuturo din naman natin yan. Di ba? Start small, think big. Look at
Yes.
available resources na nasa
Yes.
paligid mo instead of bili ng bili, paggawa ng paggawa. Tapos, very focused effort, no? Talagang tinitignan nila Brother Siron yung details ng business, no? Para anong problema ng customer, anong problema ng supply ng mga tindero natin. So, sinesolve nila lahat yun hanggang ma-build nila yung system. And very observant sila on opportunities to improve. Kaizen, na always continuing improvement. Tapos we talked about yung importance ng separation ng entity lalo na sa pagdating sa pera, no? We see each business as a different entity, yung personal natin as a separate entity, and then si Brother Siron talked about the importance of verifying suppliers. Magandang lesson din. This month, ang lesson sa chapter meeting natin is inspect more, assume less.
Yes.
So may example na kayo doon sa share ni Brother Siron sa mga ano niya sa how they verify suppliers talagang pinupuntahan nila na hindi yung napag-usapan namin ito tapos hindi pala gagawin ng supplier. And then buy low sell high, narinig natin 'yan, no? And ang dami pa. Grabe, sandali, isang oras lang 'yan pero ang daming lesson ah. Nakailang rules of thumb yata tayo dito.
Marami pa, Brother Philip. Marami pang natutunan na hindi
So
pa
what's
natin
the
na-cover.
future? Anong future sa anong future ng walk to box?
Um, Continuous improvement pa kami sa system na meron po kami, Brother Philip. We're cooking something. We're planning. Hopefully, this will all work out. Continuous na yung improvement talaga namin sa uh, kung paano namin may innovative kami sa product. For now, we've sustained yung existing products talaga namin ever since.
Mm.
Pero kailangan mas maging creative pa kami. The journey of being an entrepreneur, meron laging challenge na darating. Sometimes challenge because you're not doing it. Sometimes you already doing it, but it can be better pa.
Yeah.
And meron mga people din, mentors, tinuturo po sa launching leaders. Doon ko lang na-realize na, dapat talaga may mentor ka. No matter how good you are, um, maring I have my skills, my brother had the skills na kailangan. Admin at saka kami, operations eh. Halos okay yung combination. Pero meron pa rin mga tao, meron mga mentors na you can rely on for principles. So with these mentors na we have sa paligid namin, there's definitely something that will be happening for Walk to Box in the future. And
Correct.
stay tuned po. Please follow our Facebook page, Walk to Box. Um, we'll have we'll be happy to have you on board. Makita yung
May
mga
mga
contents namin.
mm, nakikinig na magiging future franchisees mo.
Yes po.
Ay, sandali.
Hopefully,
Hindi kita pwede pakiwala na hindi ko tinanong ito eh. So, paano nakatulong sa iyo yung mga nanalo ka ng Academy Award, ng BYU Management Society. So, masipag ka sumali ng competition. So, how has that been beneficial for you?
unang-una yung program itself, yung mismong BYU Management Society, yung mismong event. Actually, imagine yung mga speakers nila are respected and experts, I would say, sa field na pag-uusapan nila. Law and ethics, um, business networking, finances. Yun pa lang, sulit na eh, kahit di ako manalo. Nung nanalo ako, merong fund din. So una, you do have yes, bragging rights. That means na meron something sa business mo. And yun nga, yung prestige na you actually won. Meaning may working sa business mo that people can actually benefit from. And yung fund din. Kaya kami nagkaroon ng branded na boxes and other supplies na ginagamit namin ngayon sa business through yung mga funds na nakuha ko. And yung network. I actually met one of my mentor sa competition. So, Malaki yung network na makukuha nyo po. So we are inviting you, ako as a chapter president and Brother Philip as the area director, na mag-join po kayo. Even ideas nga, ewan ko lang kung ano yung mga categories ngayon. Sa BYU, even ideas. With just ideas and business plan, you can join. So, malaking bagay po yun. Yung confidence ko, like, i-present ko yung
Oo,
business ko. Natuwa sila actually nung present ko. So,
international na ang beauty mo.
yung mga audience din kasi from US, Singapore. So, maano mo talaga yung insight nila kasi iba yung culture nila, iba yung discipline din na meron sila. So, ma-appreciate niyo po yung experience na yun.
Yeah, totoo yan, ano? So we're very glad that you participated and you made us proud, no? Along with the other winners, no? And I hope everyone benefited a lot in terms of them receiving feedback. And as you said, dun sa mga sessions sa conference. Kaya ngayon, upcoming na Academy Awards natin sa May. So
Lapit na.
actually ngayon, pwede na mag-apply, no? Open na yung website where people can apply. Isa lang ang category natin ngayon. Uh, Small entrepreneur, starting entrepreneur. Kung within 2 years pa lang kayo nag-start ng business nyo, so you can join yung Academy Awards na competition this year. So we invite all of you. And find a mentor. Hanap tayo ng mga mentor katulad kina Bryce, Brother Siron kasi dumaan na sila doon eh. They're willing to help you. So last question before we close. As a member of the church and as a Christian, no, how has your beliefs influenced you as an entrepreneur?
It's everything actually. Unang-una yung faith na meron ako sa ating Ama sa lahat kay Yeso Cristo. It's just everything I had when I started. Uh, Secondary lang yung resources na meron ako. But remind you po, youth pa lang ako when I have that spark na magbi-business din ako. Kasi narinig ko yung mga members sa amin, yung mga leaders namin, nagbi-business sila. And they actually have a good life. So yun yung faith na nag-sprout um, sa akin. And yung mga principles din. The good thing about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, merong mga classes, learning opportunities na pwede nating i-take advantage. Um, Sabi ko nga, when I started, nung introduction ko, meron akong foundation, yung employment ko. So look for your foundation and then use yung mga resources na available sa church. Is it finding a better job? Is it emotional resilience? Is it strengthening your family muna before you actually be a business owner? Or is it personal finances na kailangan mo i-address? Find your foundation para maging mas maayos yung journey mo as an entrepreneur. And with this business, actually, I was able to serve others and have the capability to serve a church and be an example sa mga members and non-members alike. So, yes, it's my faith
Thank
uh,
you.
that I have uh, that made me go this far.
Thank you, Brother Syron. No? It's been really inspiring to have witnessed your growth. No? Nung nagkakilala tayo, parang nagsisimula pa lang talaga si Walk to Box. And now, it's grown to this many. And we look forward to more success, greater heights, greater mountains for Walk to Box to climb. And, parang unlimited. No? The sky is the limit for you. So, and uh, and sana nga may inspire tayong lahat na kaya natin to ginagawa, kaya natin pinag-uusapan yung pagnenegosyo because we have a spiritual reason behind it, which is that we will be more able to serve our families, to serve the kingdom of God, na to bless our communities kasi we're more able to help others. And that is our hope and that is our mission. So maraming salamat sa iyo, Brother Cyron, for being so generous in preparing for this and teaching us so many things and inspiring us. Siguro mas importante pa for the decisions that you have made with your life that you decided to take courage, you and your family to start this effort. And now your baby has grown. So parang adolescent na siya ngayon and marami pa siyang gagawin. Marami pa rin siyang kakainin, no? Pero marami na siyang nagawa at marami pa siyang gagawin. So for everyone, we look forward to you joining us in our next podcast. Kung gusto niyo to i-share, this will be uploaded sa YouTube channel ng Academy uh, Philippines, Academy PH, no, yung YouTube Academy or Creating Enterprise PH, yung YouTube channel natin. So anyway, this will be shared din sa Facebook natin. Kaya lang minsan nawawala dun sa Facebook eh. So you will see all the other previous podcast dun sa YouTube channel. So with that, good night and thank you again. And we look forward to more interviews in the future. Thank you, Siron.
Thank you po. Please follow Walk to Box and feel free to message me if you do have questions. Salamat po sa opportunity, Brother Philip. And thank you, Academy, for the
Thank
service that you
you.
do.
Thank you very much again. So see you all. Good night.